All right, I was tagged by the great Craig Niederheiser, and I think I have your name right because I have a little bit of German American me that can still pronounce Niederheiser. Check him out at Quest for Fit. Great channel, all around fitness. He's running, he's lifting, he's doing a lot of things similar to what I'm doing. And I find as I get older, I want to broaden my scope. I don't want to be Mr. One-dimensional. I want to have my feet in a few different waters. And he's doing the same thing. So great channel, Craig. Question number 1. If you were stuck on a deserted island and could only do 2 exercises, what would they be? Very simple. I would have a couple 5-pound dumbbells so I could do some tricep kickbacks. And I would definitely have a hip abductor machine dropped on the island so I could do some hip abduction or hip whatever she's doing. Actually, just kidding. I am just doing this to give everybody a little visual relief that is going to look at my mug for the next 8 minutes. So I do the squat, get the legs, the whole posterior chain involved, and I do the muscle up, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, back and upper body. I do believe squat trumps the deadlift. You drop the deadlift for a year and you still squat, you'll be better at the deadlift than you would be if you went the other way around. Describe your training style in 3 words. Grind it out. On any given workout, I'm always grinding it out. So I say, grind it out. Describe the worst injury you have ever had. 1996, mountain biking. Full face plant off a 6-foot drop. Dislocated shoulder. Other than that, pretty injury free. Weirdest thing that I do in the gym. I like to take off all my clothes with nothing but a Batman mask and sit in the recumbent bikes. Usually they don't kick me out. Usually just people leave me alone. In all seriousness, that was kind of creepy, by the way. I've done some like overhead squats in gyms where people weren't used to seeing that kind of thing. But this was years ago, long before CrossFit and all that kind of stuff, and seeing people doing some different movements in the gym. I think it's not so big a deal nowadays. How did your channel get its name? I'll tell you why. I'm Dr. Plankenstein. It's on my, man, I'm dyslexic, wrong shoulder there. There he is right there, Dr. Plankenstein. Years ago, I was just Tom Pollard's personal training, and the name came to me because I was having these showdowns with these yoga moms where I'm like, can you plank longer than me? 95-pound yoga mom. And I'd get down, it'd be like all these people I trained with. And I trained a lot of women, a lot of middle-aged people, and I'd hold that plank. I got up to about holding it for 7 minutes. So Plankenstein just kind of took. I put it on some T-shirts, and then last year I'm like, to hell with the T-shirt. I'll put it on a tattoo and get some pictures of me doing the plank position. And, you know, it helped my identity in my area a little bit. Like some people now, oh, yeah, you know, I've heard of Dr. Plankenstein, like when I tell them, you know, what my boot camp is. So it helps my presence, draws a little more attention. And for anybody in that kind of business, you know, just coming up with a name. You know, the thing is, like anything you come up with, like maybe I'll invent a new name, get a new tattoo. I'd like to be Dr. Squat, but that was already taken by Fred Hatfield. And, you know, I need to add like about 800 pounds to my squat to earn that one. But that's definitely a good moniker. If you were on death row, what would be your last meal? Definitely prime rib, mashed potatoes, cream spinach, meat and potatoes right here. Do it very well. And give me a nice glass of wine. Give me a Malbec, a Shiraz, Pinot Noir, Cabernet Sauvignon, anything red. That would go great with that meal. High voice or never lift again. Let's just put it this way. My lifts are pretty natty, but a lot of people would have to do a heavy-duty cycle of gear to get a voice like this. Let's just put it this way. I give good phone. I can always do calisthenics. Keep the voice. Rate yourself 1 to 10. I'm a no-good bum, so I'm just going to give myself 3, because 3 is the magic number. What would you give up lifting for? I'd give up lifting for, you know, obvious, you know, if it was just like I had to work all the time to support everybody I would do that. I guess just give up lifting for life constraints, because I would be sneaking in push-ups and pull-ups and some plyometrics and stuff like that. So if I had to just give up lifting, and that's the key word there, lifting, it wouldn't be as hard if I was told that I couldn't lift, because I do calisthenics and things like that. And I do a lot of that stuff if you watch my channel. So I get a lot of variety. And I'm going to tag some people here. Here you go, people. Now, I just want to say before I tag these fellas, sorry I didn't tag some of you people. I think some of you people have been tagged already, and I tried to avoid tagging anybody who's got one of these videos out. That would just be a pain in the butt for those people. First off, I'm going to tag, and here's the links here. First off, I'm tagging Mauro Franklim, YouTube Zone, Pocket Hercules. Next person I'm going to tag is Get Fit Over 40. He's a fellow 40-something who's getting so ripped and lean, he's making Tony Horton look like Tony Soprano. After that, I've got a smaller channel here, Garcon Glacon. He looks young and unattached, and nobody will get pissed off if he spends a couple hours editing YouTube videos. The last two I have here, and these guys might have been tagged just because people are curious. They want to hear you talk, and they're the silent assassins, I'll call them. Sounds like a tag team wrestling tag team. First one is Blood Type 3R, a fellow garage athlete. And the next one is another at-home trainer with some rather peculiar weightlifting equipment, Hulk Motivation HQ. So I tagged you guys. You tagged some other people. It's been fun. It's been real. Hasn't been real fun, but it's always a pleasure. Talk to you later.